sometimes, or quite a lot of the time, I stay up late. When Late Night Love Songs is finished on Heart or Magic and they start to replay those 80s classics and I'm still wide awake. And I go through my books, like a poem for every day. Novels, sonnets, lyrics, plays, anything. Anything that might turn on that light in my mind that says someone has been here somewhere down the line and everything's going to be fine. And most of the time, I find it. And it doesn't always have to be the same. It could be Shakespeare, Sophocles, Sarah Kane. I'll read, "This is not a world in which I wish to live." And I think, yeah, I feel exactly the same. Or I'll come across, "Shall I compare thee to a summer's day?" And I'll think, oh my God, that's what I want to say. But I can't exactly stand there and relay Shakespeare. It's unoriginal, cliche, but then didn't Shakespeare nick most of his ideas anyway? Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I find this line or this word or this phrase that somehow resonates with how I feel on that particular day, and it could be, "Go girl, seek happy nights to happy days," or "I shudder at the thought of men," or "I'm due to fall in love again," or "I had a slight cold, but it's better today," or "I miss him in the weeping of the rain," or "I can't forgive you, and even if I could, you wouldn't pardon me for seeing through you, and yet I cannot cure myself of love for what I thought you were before I knew you," or "God only knows what I'd be without you." And when I find it, I say it, sing it, read it, play it, and then I can sleep. Safe in the knowledge that I'm only human and happen to have reached the height of human emotion, I breathe a sigh of relief. But sometimes I find nothing. Not one word to say, "Well, you're not the only one. Someone else has had their heart broken. Someone else has had to turn and run. Someone else has lost something. And I can't find not one word to say that I'm not on my own," and I cry. Because to me, there's nothing worse than feeling alone. And so I'll take these writings full of woe of Juliet and her Romeo, the songs of John, Paul, George, Ringo, the fairy tales I heard long ago, and I'll make them my own. Last night, it was the owl and the pussycat. And I poured out my heart through the nib of a biro, and it went like so. I want to forgive him. I want him to forgive me. I want to explain. I want to break free. I want to be able to listen to Queen and think, you know what, I actually quite like this. Same goes with eating olives, watching football, drinking Guinness. And since it seems that you're going away, I might as well say, I want to know you when I'm grey. I want to travel the world again. I want to be a bird or a fish or something else for a day. I want things in this god-awful world to change, but regardless of anything else, I want us to stay the same. And we'll have everything and nothing wrapped up in a £5 note like the owl and the pussycat on that beautiful pea-green boat. And when I'm finished with my childish scribblings, I'll have a piece of paper I can keep next to my bed that somehow encompasses everything going on in my head. Something I created, yes, out of feeling alone, but from something beautiful and innocent, my favourite poem that I used to recite before I was fully grown, and who knows? Maybe it'll be these lines that massage my fears and my aching bones next time I feel that I'm all on my own and no other words will soften the blow. When I look around to find that I'm staying up late, and Late Night Love Songs is finished on Heart or Magic, and I'm starting to replay those 80s classics, and I'm still wide awake. Thank you.